I want to go pro, bro. I don't know how to though. Bro, you need this, and that. And if you don't have this, then you don't have talent, then you're not making it, G. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. I'm sure you've heard all of this before, and you may have even said it yourself. It's all lies. If you've ever wanted to improve faster, and I mean to the point where you become unrecognizable and ultimately become the most technical player on your team, then this is the only video you're ever gonna need that's gonna kickstart that journey. So, when I was 10 years old, I broke my leg in 2 places, and it completely destroyed me. I spent months sidelined from the sport I once loved. Everyone else around me got better as I rotted away. I lost all my confidence, my technique had fallen behind, and I was ready to give it all up. Why was this actually the case though? Most of the reason why football stopped being fun wasn't because of the actual injury, it was just because I was so bad. So if you've been having a rough time with football, don't blame the sport, blame yourself. Because go back to a time where you scored your last goal. Really try to remember that feeling. Sticking the ball in the back of the net is literally the best feeling ever, and that never disappears no matter how many goals you score. And now, imagine yourself doing that every single week. Imagine how much love you'd feel for this sport. Now, this went on for 6 years, me being below average, not playing to my full potential, seeing other players around me getting signed to academies who, deep down, I know that I used to be better than. And to be honest, that feeling really hurt. Now, this is the feeling that you have when you know you're just meant for more, but the world just doesn't know it yet. And here, you have 2 options. I had 2 options. Either quit at 18, give up the dream and live a normal life, or fight back, make up for the past and chase your dream. For me, I felt that pull to the fight. During the COVID era, England got locked down for the second time in December 2020. And that was pretty much it. The boredom that I needed was just there. And then I decided there's nothing else that I want to spend time on than going all in on football. So up until that point, I was losing the ball in my matches. My first touch was heavy. I looked stiff playing, and ultimately, I just wasn't standing out. This is one of the worst feelings in football, knowing what you want to do with the ball, but just not being able to execute it because simply you're not good enough. So this is where it all changed. During that second lockdown, me and my 2 friends decided we may as well go all in, and we did. Every single day from that point onwards, we'd go out to the pitch and do cone drills, unrestricted dribbling, and 1v1s, and later on, wall passing. This was a serious grind, by the way. I remember some days it was snowing and we still turned up. We cleared some space and we got in the touches. 3 months later, the world and football reopened, and this is where I was shocked. I knew I got better, but I couldn't believe by how much. The ball just felt glued to my feet. My first touch would take it where I actually wanted it to go. I could skip past players for fun, and I was actually really performing in matches. And ultimately, this led me to getting moved up to the under 18s when I was an under 16. And to be honest, this was the entire catalyst for me being able to go on to play for Barnet Academy, get first team opportunities, and now play semi-professional football, do what I love, and just be paid for it. And I credit all of that to this 3-month lockdown grind that I had. Now, when I look back on it, I realized why I improved so much. I had developed a system without even knowing it, and this is the Touchmax system. This is the system that every single pro footballer has followed throughout their teenage years. This is the reason why Kane and Bellingham linked up with those perfect passes against Mexico. All of that was Touchmaxxing. The reason why Pulisic scored this goal is because of Touchmaxxing. Every single pro has followed the same philosophy. So let me explain exactly why it works. The fundamental of being a pro footballer is having elite technique, being able to play that perfect pass, take that first touch to keep it close, to dribble with close control, to shoot in the exact spot you want. This is all because of technical ability. And how is technical ability built? Here's the science. Literally every time you touch the ball, you strengthen and open a new neurological pathway from your brain to your feet. Effectively, your brain and body is learning how much weight to put on a touch, what angle to plant your foot at before passing, whether to snap inside or outside when a defender is pressing you. All of these minuscule details, that is what creates a footballer. And what's the fastest way to improve your technique? Touchmaxxing. If you can maximize the amount of touches on the ball, then you build this elite muscle memory faster. Simple. And that is exactly what the Touchmax system is. The more touches on the ball, the better. So here's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna give you a full Touchmaxxing session that you can try out for yourself at the end of this video. And then I'm going to give you the option to get the entire Touchmax system. So first, 20 minutes of juggling, 1,000 touches minimum. Recently, inside my program, I've been telling my students to do this every single day, and literally every single one of them is breaking their record. A lot of them have joined and they've barely been able to control the ball, and now they can do over 1,000 juggles. So do this for 20 minutes. Next, we move on to cone drills. Here, you're going to complete each drill 5 times there and 5 times back for 3 sets worth. Get ready to screen record this part. First, the Messi dribble. Warm up them feet. Next, the 2 in 2 out, making sure you're doing your weak foot 2. Then the Ronaldinho drill. This is where you dribble in and out of the cones, maximizing your touches, reacting to actually avoid the cones. And lastly, the step over sequence. Dribble up to the cones, step over around, and continue on in a diamond. Now for the next set of drills, wall passing. Do 100 left foot wall passes, 1 touch, and then 100 on the right. Then do the exact same thing, but then this time take 2 touches. Next, practice hitting the ball in with your laces. This can be a form of unrestricted shooting while still working on that first touch. And lastly, I want you to work on your unrestricted dribbling. dribbling. Dribble around freely, trying out some of these dribbles and movements that we've just worked on in today's session, and do 3 sets of this for 1 minute at full intensity. That's a full 45-minute touchmaxing session that you can start using today. But here's the truth, that's just the foundation of the complete touchmax system. Over the last few years, I've taken everything that helped me go from being a player who lost all of his confidence to now playing semi-professional football, and then I've refined all of it by coaching over 700,000 footballers online and more than 500 players inside my private community. The result is the complete touchmax system, a step-by-step roadmap that will turn you into the most technical player on your team, just like I did. So instead of wondering what you need to do to get better tomorrow, the next week, or even the next month, you'll have every single drill, every training session, every progression all mapped out for you the moment that you open the touchmax system. On top of that, you'll get access to everything else that you need to maximize your development, from recovery and nutrition to football IQ, mindset, and a community of players all working towards the same goal. No more guessing, no more jumping between random YouTube videos, just a proven system that you can follow every single day to become the most technical player on your team. That is the full touchmax system. So now, whether you decide to use today's session for free or you join me inside the complete touchmax system, just promise me one thing. Don't let this be another video that you watch and you forget. Get outside, putt in the touches, stay consistent, because this footballer that you're going to try and become over the next year, that's decided by what you do right now. So if you're serious about becoming the most technical player on your team, complete touchmax system is waiting for you. Everything is laid out step by step, so you always know what to do and when to train. Click the top link in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.